Here's the syllabus for American History 1 online, and I'd like to walk you through that. First off, my email address. The best way to get in touch with me is here on john.berg@fresnounified.org. It says this address, but I would rather you email me here. This is the course description. You can read that on your own time, so you can read the learning objectives too. The book for the course is called The American Promise, Volume 15th edition. You can get these at any online bookstore as long as it's James Rourke, The American Promise. It's going to be very important to this class. Grading. There are a number of grading activities for you to complete. The first thing is, for every unit, there is an online quiz that you take at 35 points each. You may use the lecture notes and the readings, but once you start, you cannot go back. Please do this as the last thing you do in a unit, because you only get one shot and there's a timer. There's 45 minutes. So you should do that the very last thing. All the assignments are due by 11:55 p.m. on Sunday for every week. So there's 6 quizzes, there's 2 papers. In another one of my videos, you will be learning how to write those papers. There's also 6 summaries. There's also 6 chapter question assignments that happen for each unit. Again, there's 6 units. And of course, 6 forum postings / discussion boards. This is a rubric for discussion board postings. I will come back to that very soon, as well as the prompts for the thought papers. Here is a rubric for summaries as well. I will come back to that. Let's scroll a little bit more, and I wanted to show you the calendar. You can see here when assignments are due. Everything that is highlighted is an assignment. All the assignments for a given week are due by when it says over in the left-hand column. For example, these assignments, such as watching a video and posting a summary, is due May 4th by 11:55 p.m. Reading and completing the questions from the textbook also, as well as the summary of chapters 1 and 2, as well as the online quiz. So in week 1, there are 4 graded assignments, all due by May 4th by 11:55 p.m. There are also online lectures. For a moment, I am going to go to my web browser and show you how this looks on Moodle. Let's go to Unit 1. For every unit, I have an orientation video, which is what you want to start out watching. I go over all the assignments that are due by that week. Underneath that, there are lectures. That is me screencasting, talking about the content. Feel free to use those as you see fit. When you click on them, they will take you to a YouTube link. There's also graded assignments right here. For example, as I was saying before, you're going to submit summaries here. You're going to submit your forum posts here after you watch this week's video, which is, in this case, Guns, Germs, and Steel. the chapters 1 and 2 quizzes here. Those are all multiple choice questions again that you have to complete within 45 minutes. This should be the last thing that you do. Chapters 1 and 2 questions are downloadable here, and you will submit the answers to those here. For example, if you click on that one, it shows you the teacher view, which doesn't help you. But what will happen is you will actually do those assignments and submit them. I have the same exact setup for every unit. There's 6 weeks, 6 units. Everything's due by the Sunday before the new week starts. Please pay attention to the calendar. Now, in terms of going up here, there are some assignments which need a little bit of discussion. For discussion boards, what you'll basically be doing is watching videos. I ask you a question, you post something, okay? To get a good grade on that, you can see the rubric. Posting is done before the due date. That fulfills all of the prompt criteria. And 2 replies are made prior to the due date. You must discuss in response to 2 other people's responses in the forum. You can get 10 points for making a good forum post every unit. The thought paper will be discussed in another video. Summaries. Summaries are graded on a 20-point scale in the following way. Beneath that, I have 2 model summaries which demonstrate depth of thought as well as understanding. Both are worthy of a score of 20. Feel free to look at those. These are from a different course and a different textbook. However, to get a 20 on this, you have to address each of the topics and discuss them in depth and detail with significance, depth, and understanding. You may also find other important observations which go beyond the predictable. In other words, you did not just regurgitate information but connected the material to your own learning. 1 or 2 grammar errors are okay as long as you don't distract me from figuring out what you're talking about. So, shoot for a 20. Look at the format of these. Use them as you respond to the course content. And remember, notice how the main topics listed in the course calendar were used and discussed. Notice how there were not many grammar errors, and notice that the authors really tried to deal with the main ideas in a succinct way. That is pretty much it for the graded assignments and how the class is structured. In subsequent videos, I will discuss the thought paper, and I hope that this helps you. If you have questions, please email me. Thank you.